Hi guys, welcome to another Platinum Tech feature. This episode we're going to be featuring the almighty TB48 platform. The reason we've pushed so hard into the TB48 lately, since we've pretty well extended most of our revenues with the RB platform and we've got bits and pieces to cover the whole engine, we decided to embark on a new project. Middle East go nuts over these engines. So we had a further look into it and we decided to develop a whole platform. We've got a whole bunch of goodies to show you. So here you can see a Hypertune V2 drag style plenum. It's basically the same as what is getting used on the big JZs and RBs, forward-facing drag type billet plenum, which is a direct modification of their existing V2 type plenum, but basically a billet drag style body. Twin rails can run up to 18 injectors and support 4,000 horsepower, which is where all these TB48s are going, because these things are starting to push some really big numbers overseas. Not a massive platform here in Australia yet, but we're hoping that we can get some guys to build some serious engines. This plenum comes with an option of a drive-by-wire adapter, and also you can run your 102mm Hypertune. So we've developed a billet timing cover which incorporates a mechanical fuel pump kit in it, as well as a cam trigger kit. So it runs a Motec sensor, which is our more popular sensor for cam trigger kits at the moment. Kinsler fuel pump, obviously. We can support up to about 4,000 horsepower with a 1600 Kinsler pump, but obviously we go all the way down to a 500 horsepower application. Now you don't need the billet rocker cover to bolt on your mechanical fuel pump kit. Obviously comes in every colour and basically very easy to plumb up, and you can feed as much fuel as you need. Cam driven, it's very easy, just like all our other proven kits. To run our mechanical fuel pump kit, you do need to remove the standard CAS kit, the crank angle sensor kit. So we do provide you with a cam trigger kit, which is a Motec style Hall effect sensor in the top of the engine. RPM, you'll still need to run some type of RPM signal. We haven't finished developing that kit, but we are working on a 1500 horsepower rated ATI shelled balancer that we're modifying some internals and hubs to run a crank trigger kit on in development. Will be released soon. So you'll see here we've got a billet rocker cover. It has an incorporated R35 GTR coil kit, which you can see there. Simple, it all bolts in. You've got a universal stalk kit, and these coils perform, as you've seen, 2,000 plus horsepower applications. Cool billet cover available in any colour. These billet rocker covers come in an optional wet or dry sump system, -12 port style fittings for your catch can. They do have an optional threaded insert for an oil filler cap, and they do have a internal baffling system that's optional. This one is a dry sump system. Dry sump systems. We're doing a lot with daily engineering pumps and an integrated dry sump system at the moment. We're rolling this platform across RBs and a few others. This is the TB48 dry sump system. As you can see, daily engineering pumps just sitting there for show. There's no pipe work. It's all integrated through this multi-plate system. It all bolts together. There's no leaks, there's no issues. This is what's run on a lot of time attack. It's run on NASCAR, sprint car. It's the system that is a world-renowned system, and it is leading edge. Top of the line daily engineering pump comes included with all the bits and pieces that you need to bolt on and do a really easy bolt-in type dry sump system. Visually looking at it, you'll see a few different layers here of plates. What physically happens is you've got a different part or channel that comes into a different section of the pan. So the first one here, you'll see it scavenge out of the front of the pan. The second one will pipe down to about halfway down, and the third one comes down all the way to the end in different levels. So it integrates oil channels through all that piping system, so to speak, but it's all sealed, all O-ringed, and very functional. We've made up some TB48 exhaust manifolds, several different orientations. We've got all the different V-band styles, like this one you can see here. We do a T4 twin scroll, twin gate type setup. We can do a single entry T4, and we can also do this slightly bigger T6 flange type 50mm runner with single or twin gates, depending on your T6 type flange orientation. So depending on the manifold we're making, whether it's a T4 or a V-band type flange, we use a Hypex type Hypertune made investment cast part, which you can see here. For a T6, we've actually had to custom make the T6 flange as no one actually makes it. But it doesn't matter if you're going single or twin gates, there's an orientation or a jig for pretty much all of those setups, and we can accommodate any of those turbos. All our exhaust manifolds come with EGTs because, let's face it, if you're going to the extent of putting an aftermarket PRP manifold on there, you're going for big power anyway. You really need to tune with EGTs, and anyone tuning, say, above 700 or 800 horsepower really can't tune without EGTs, we feel. So you get them whether you want them or not. You can bung them and use them and put them in later, but you're not going to use us as an excuse to not tune your engine properly. We've given you the option by having a forced EGT bung in there. This is the official launch of all of these products. It's all available now within reason. Some of it has a couple of weeks lead time. Obviously we've got to wait for our oil pumps from Daily, but everything is effectively available to purchase from us now. There's a bunch more parts in development for the TB48, including our cast integrated main cap cradle and a few other bits and pieces. All this stuff's available through any PRP dealer. PRP Middle East should have stock of all this sort of stuff depending on how quickly we can make it.